Whether you're new to the world of emotional intelligence or you've been doing the work for a long time, I think it is very important to circle back to the fundamentals, which are reactivity versus responses. If you're new around here, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley. I'm a light teacher, seeker, and a mentor, and I have a shop full of pretty things. If you've been here a while, welcome back. First, let's talk about the difference between a reaction and a response. From my perspective, a reaction is typically emotionally driven. So you're feeling angry, you're feeling frustrated, you could even be feeling excited. You then elicit an action or you say something. To me, that is a reaction. It's emotion driven. It starts from emotion. From my perspective, a response is once the emotions have subsided a little bit, once you have come to a more neutral place, perhaps once you have come to a more informed place, you have allowed yourself to feel the emotions, they have settled, you've given yourself some time and or space, then you elicit the action or you speak something. To me, that is a response. I believe that many humans are coming from a place of reaction, and this is why I think it's very important to talk about this subject for those of us who are interested in it, so that we can be the leaders and the examples of people who lead with response and not reaction. I believe that emotional reactions can cause a lot of drama. They can get you into more conflicts. They can cause people to think things which might not actually be true, and it stirs a lot of chaos. And I don't know about you, but I like to live in more of a state of peace versus a state of chaos. I'll speak to an example of reactivity in a friendship. So say that you hear that one of your best friends puts on some kind of a gathering. Your best friend is hanging out with some other people and you were not invited. An example of a reaction would be to immediately text your friend and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing something without me. I can't believe you didn't tell me about what was happening. I can't believe that you're doing this and I didn't even hear about it. A more thoughtful response, a way to respond to that would be allow yourself, feel the feelings. Yeah, you're annoyed. Yeah, you're frustrated. You have FOMO. You wish you could have been there. Feel those. This is not about not feeling the feelings, but don't get your friend involved yet. Feel what you need to feel. Take a moment to connect with yourself. And then perhaps you can come from a place of desire. I like to think of this. It's like, what do you actually want? What you want is maybe to spend more time with your friend. What you want is to have an invitation to more such gatherings. So what you could do after you've toned down a little bit from the frustration is ask your friend to have a chat. Say, hey, I'd love to talk to you about something. Don't immediately spew out how you're feeling. Say you'd love to have a chat and let them know that, hey, I value our friendship. I love spending time together. I would love to spend more time together. Or I'm excited about the opportunity about us hanging out with new people. So if you ever have gatherings with other people without me, I would love to attend because I'm really looking to expand my friendship circle. So that's a more future forward kind of thinking where you're coming from a place of desire, like what do you actually want? Because at the end of the day, you're reacting because you want something. You're reacting because there's something that you desire. So instead of reacting, you can get in touch with what you truly desire and then inform the person. Let's think about the consequences of reacting. If you're in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, or even friendships, family relationships, think about those times that you've reacted, that you've said something that you might regret later. You turn something that could be so small into something bigger. So instead of pausing and waiting to respond, you react and then you have a fight that lasts the whole night or a few days or a week or whatever have you. You take something that might have been really small, something that you could have rectified had you just paused and responded, and it blows up. And who wants to carry conflict forward? No one. Who feels good going to bed in a fight or a conflict? No one. It takes that awareness and that understanding to pause before you just immediately react. With a lot of the stuff I talk about, of course, it's so much easier said than done. So many of us want to react. We do react in situations. We don't pause. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and you don't need to be hard on yourself. We're humans. We have emotional reactions, especially if we're tired, especially if we've been working too much, especially if we're hungry, right? So hold that grace and compassion for yourself. And also understand that it takes an awareness. And if you even have the awareness, that's such a great first step. You acknowledge that you're in a moment and you might be hangry and you might want to react, but you pause. You take a second and you're like, wait, I'm hangry right now. I'm not going to react. I'm going to keep quiet, or I'm just going to say, hey, I'm hungry. Can we talk about this after I get something to eat? And there you go. It's solved. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.